Welcome back to consecutive day 810 of a Diary of a Runpreneur. Please remember that this vlog is part of the Runpreneur Challenge, which is my fundraising mission to save the lives of children by attempting the ultimate ultra marathon. Check the link in the comments below to find out more on how you can support it. We do give it a subscribe and a share, as the more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thanks for your support, and let's get started. So, consecutive day 810 of a Diary of a Runpreneur, and I've got a special guest with me today, my eldest son Leo. Now before I introduce Leo, this is probably the proudest run I've done in 110 consecutive daily runs, and for those of you who actually watch my vlog will know why, because this little hero next to me here, he caught COVID back in September 2021, and it then developed into long COVID, which meant that he only managed to get the tail end of his school year. So I think he only had maybe 3 or 4 weeks of school in a whole year because of long COVID, and it's horrendous. It affects so many people. I think more and more people are starting to understand a little bit more about long COVID, but it's very real, and it's horrendous. I mean, this is a fit young boy, and he was resorted to not being able to get off the sofa, not being able to climb the stairs. Yet a few weeks and months before that, he was winning running races, playing football for Cambridge United. So just goes to show how brutal it is, and it's hugely proud today because he agreed for a little bit of bribery to come out on his first run with me since long COVID. Now this is huge because, you know, this says I've beaten long COVID. Now I know he's not 100% and he's not completely there yet, but this just shows where his mind is now, that he is going to beat it. And yeah, just so proud. So I'm going to ask him a couple of questions because I don't want to tire him out too much. We're running a little way and we're going to turn around and go back. We're not going to do much today. We're going to see how he feels and not push him too hard, because I certainly don't want to be doing that. But he's adamant he wants to get fit for the football season, so I said I'd take him out for a nice slow run. So how do you feel, mate, back out on your first run?
Yeah, it's alright. It's a bit tough now. I haven't done it for a while, so
yeah, it's going to feel tough because, I mean, to put it in perspective, when you were 9, you're 11 now. When you were 9, stand over the side while this car comes past. When you were 9, you managed to run a 10 kilometre. You managed to run 10 kilometres at the age of 9. So that shows how strong a runner you are. And the fact that you're out after long COVID, after a year, almost a year of long COVID, out running again, is just so inspiring. So I am so proud of you, son, that you managed to come out and do this. You don't know, you've made my summer, so thank you. So to anybody, any child or anybody who suffered with long COVID, having been through what you've been through, what would you say to them?
I'd say it's a tough time, but eventually you always get through things, and I guess we have to take it easy, keep making steps every day, and eventually it will start getting better and better and better, and then you'll have points where you're really bad, but then that will decrease until there's just no more, and then it's easier from there.
And well, that's amazing to hear, mate. Absolutely amazing to hear as you run into a stick. But anyway, that is it's so inspiring. And I'd also like just to put out there, if anybody is struggling with long COVID, or especially any children out there who's struggling with long COVID, and they would like to get in touch with Leo, Leo's very kindly said that he'd be happy to speak to any child who's going through this. So he's my hero. What I've seen him go through is yeah, it makes you emotional when you think what you've been through. But he's my hero, what he's been through. He's a stronger person than I could ever be, and I certainly look up to him. So this is my proudest run in 810 days, big guy. So give me a high five. And I'm going to stop now to let him get enough energy to get home. So that's it for me today. Any questions or comments, fire them in. I will respond to anything for Leo. I'll make sure he gets and he responds to. But thank you for your support as always. Do remember this is a fundraiser, so do give it a subscribe and a share. The more people we get in front of, the more money we raise. Thank you for your support as always. Stay positive, stay happy. And a big wave from my little champ here. And I'll see you again tomorrow.